Okay, and we're going.
10 seconds. All right, we'll call the meeting to order at 11 a.m. Please join us for the pledge.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Mr. Mannery, please call the roll.
Trustee Hillier.
Present.
Trustee Pennock.
Present.
Mr. Patriarca.
Present.
Trustee Gabe Chiccanetti is excused, and he mentioned that this is the first meeting he's missed in 10 years. But he's home today.
Yeah, he is home ill. He is listening in, but cannot vote on any of our resolutions.
There you go, Mike. Yours is on now. Thank you.
I need a motion to approve the minutes from the December 7th, 2021 meeting.
So moved.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Summary of the work session, please.
Mr. Chairman, the trustees had a executive session scheduled for this morning, and that was canceled due to illness. During the regular work session, the trustees discussed the temporary appropriations with the fiscal officer. They discussed looking into what it takes to form a limited home rule township. They discussed the fact that we're running out of poles for Hometown Heroes banners on Menor Avenue and North Ridge, so we're going to come up with one or two more streets to put them on at our next meeting. The trustees talked about zoning on Bacon Road. The trustees discussed the children's Christmas party, which we held last Saturday, and was very successful, very well attended, and just did our usual review on what we want to remember next year. The trustees discussed whether they're going to the Ohio Township Association Winter Conference in Columbus next month. The trustees discussed choosing officers for this year. The fire chief reported on an upcoming Medicare audit that is part of our emergency vehicle, our EMS run billing. Thank you. The service director talked about purchasing a GAP VAX sewer jet. The trustees discussed replacing the awnings on Township Hall and on Station 1. The service director updated the trustees on a stormwater project that's going to happen on Paradise Road, and also discussed a stormwater project that's going to go on Park Road. We also discussed that there is a vacancy on our zoning commission because one member is resigning because he's moving out of state, and that we will we'll consider some replacements for the zoning commission at the next meeting. And that's what we did, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. Do we have any old business from the floor? Hearing none, we will move on to new business. Do we have any new business from the floor? If you could just come to the podium and state your name and address for the record.
Okay, John Music, 45 Coventry Drive, Painesville Township. I would just like to thank Karen and Bill. I had called in about a tree that had come down in that stream behind me where that's all those trees that are dying from that ash disease, and now this one's right in the middle of the stream now, and it's starting to block things up. And I want to thank Karen and Bill for taking there into prompt service. A lot of times it's hard to get good customer service from public servants, and Karen and Bill have done that job, and that's why I always strive public servants, not politicians, public servants do the work. And like public servants for the sheriffs and the fire department. I said previously, the top 3 priorities for the township are police, fire, and the road department. Thank you.
Right, thank you.
Merry Christmas to all.
Merry Christmas
Thank
to
you.
you too.
Do we have any other new business from the floor? Okay, hearing none, we'll move on. Lake County Sheriff's Office report.
Good morning. For the month of November, the Sheriff's Office responded to 1,322 calls for service. Of those 1,322, we had 6 possession of narcotics arrests, 3 OVI arrests, 1 being a wrong-way driver on Route 2, 1 weapons arrest, and 2 domestic violence arrests. Responded to 42 alarms, issued 25 citations for traffic violations, issued 250 warnings for traffic violations. Business checks and crime prevention checks, 176. Responded to 20 disturbances, 15 domestic violence circumstances, 88 suspicious circumstances, vehicles and persons reports, 14 theft reports, and 27 welfare checks. I was out of town on vacation, so I had Lieutenant Rako stop over at Riverview Elementary to discuss the traffic issue at the dismissal time that a lot of complaints have been coming in about. He did speak with the principal and the vice principal there, and they assured him that they will work on that, getting the kids out faster at the end of the day. That was typically the holdup, and then if they need to come up with another traffic plan, they'll do that too. And then we also had the passing of Deputy Burko, who was at the front desk at the Riverside. He was also the chief deputy at Lake Metro Parks, and his viewing and funeral service will be on Thursday, so we'll be attending that too. And Merry Christmas to everybody.
Thank you.
Question. So on the Riverview Elementary School, so they're going to try to do better?
Yes.
And then at what point are we going to follow up and make sure that whatever they're doing is making the proper change?
So our guys are continue to try to be there at the dismissal and monitor it. I know that, Lieutenant Rako specifically tries to be up there when he can to make sure things are running smoothly, and if deputies are free, they are trying to be up there at that time just to make sure that traffic is staying out of the roadway. So if the issue does come up again, let me know. And then I'll try to be up there as well, since I've been back. And if I see that there's an issue, I mean, Lieutenant Rako told him that, if people are gonna be on the parking lot, she also put out an email to everybody, but if people are gonna be in the roadway, citations can be issued for impeding traffic. So they understand it's a matter that, needs to be rectified.
Yeah, so it was an issue with the old school, and, we told all the residents, be patient, the new school, bigger parking lot, should resolve it. Well, there's more kids, more pickups, so it hasn't really resolved it. Yeah, there was the one, at least one accident over there.
Yeah.
That I was aware of. I did make some suggestions to the building principal about the flow at dismissal time, and they said, well, thanks, but we're just gonna try to monitor it better and keep people moving. But like you said, if it doesn't get resolved, we'll take the approach that has been taken on Auburn Road at Lamouth of, start issuing citations.
Right, and they understand that could happen, and then we also suggested using other parking areas.
Yeah.
And fill those in, like we do at Riverside when they have early dismissal. So hopefully they took our advice and they're adhering to that, but we are continuing to look into that, look at that, make sure that it is moving right.
Okay.
Every day is not gonna be perfect there with them, but they know that they need to get their butts moving. So after break is done, I'll be out there again too.
Okay, thank you.
Would you be so kind to follow up with us down the road? Let us know what you see.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Okay.
100%.
We've all gotten the phone calls, and like Josh says, with the new school, it was supposed to correct it, and you would think it would. So can I ask what your suggestion was?
Same as his, where there's a lot of parking aisles that aren't filled with vehicles, to, fill those and have people take turns as
So
they
like wrap
go
them
to
in,
go.
and then,
And they
Yeah.
can even park into the back of the building and wrap around, so, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So there's ways to do it, they need to adhere to
Doesn't
what
seem
we
fair that
do.
you would ticket the parents putting their kids up.
you don't want to be ticketing parent. Can't we force them to do that? And if it becomes an issue, just go straight to the superintendent. Say enough's enough.
Well, that's my next avenue. We'll monitor it, we'll do a quick reminder once school gets back in session, just so she doesn't forget about it. And if we don't still see any progress, I'll go to Mr. Kalis.
All right, thank you.
Okay?
Thanks.
Thank you.
Moving on to department reports. Service Department.
The storm sewer project on Paradise is scheduled to begin the first week of January. They anticipate it being a 5-week project for the pipe and the structures, and this will be barring any severe winter weather. But the restoration work of yards and pavement will not be done until spring, when the asphalt plants are open and the weather is conducive to putting down topsoil and grass seed. I will, the affected residents have been given notice by letter, and we will put something on Facebook to let the community know what's going on with that project.
Thank you. Fire Department. Zoning, head of zoning is out ill today. I don't think we have any report. Did she
We
pass
have a
anything on?
report for zoning today.
Okay, thank you. Administrator.
Just, don't want to put a damper on Christmas, but to remind everyone that we will have a free Christmas tree pickup during the 3 weeks after January 1st. If residents will have their trees out by the road without any wrappings or decorations on them. The Christmas tree pickup starts January 3rd and goes through January 31st. And it is a free service. We just ask people not to have decorations on their trees. That's it, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you.
You know where that's coming from? Any idea?
Is that yours?
We've never tracked it down which mic it is. We're waiting on shipping, so we're going to replace these with wired microphones.
You want to try turning yours off for the time being?
I believe it's either Mike's mic or Chuck's mic, one of the two.
Oh, which one? Can't hear you, Sean.
Mine?
Chuck or Mike Mannery.
Chuck or Mike Mannery. I'll leave that one on, Jerry.
I'll leave it.
So we're gonna
Wow.
eliminate the next one.
I inadvertently skipped legal advisor and department reports.
Nothing to report.
All right. Fiscal officer.
Request a resolution to adopt the temporary appropriations for the 2021 fiscal year for the following amounts. General Fund, $594,164. Motor vehicle license tax, $150,000. Gasoline tax, $50,000. Road and Bridge Fund, $1,819,154. Police District, $778,074. Fire District, $5,882,307. Permissive motor vehicle license, $200,000. Lighting assessment, $134,212. The ARP, $332,480 for a total of $9,940,000. I'm sorry, yeah, $390.80.
We'll have a motion in a second and discussion. I'll make the motion.
Second.
Discussion. All the individual funds are whole numbers, and then in total of all funds, we have 80 cents. Does that need to be modified? It should be modified, I would assume.
Okay. Let me see some. 812. Yeah,
Probably 391, I
Yeah.
think, is the number.
one of them's got a dollar extra in there. Bu- 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 bu. We will correct that to be just, $9,940,391,000.
One. All right, so I'm looking over, we had a motion in a second. Stand by.
To vote on that?
Well, so then we revise the total.
So it says 80 cents on there, but there's no pennies in the dollar amounts. technically, we really only have to, make a motion for, well, I guess each one individually, yeah. we do.
So it's 391?
So
391.
one number that's
Yes.
Yes.
different.
Yes.
So I'd do another motion to pass that as revised.
Do we need to vote on, we had a motion and a second. Do we need to vote no on that before we do a,
Make the general fund, yeah, that's right, just 391, just the total changes to 391,000.
so actually, no, what it is, I'd ask for a motion to change the original resolution to change the total of all funds to $9,940, $9,940,391.
Yes.
So moved.
You got a second?
Second,
All right, discussion again.
Okay.
Mike, just to follow up, I just noticed it, I didn't see it before. The ARP funding is less than half of what we've got. Is that because we're going to do the final appropriation in April with the
Yes,
number?
correct.
Okay, all right, I'm good.
all right, so we had a motion and a second to revise the original. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. And then
Now
we
motion
had
to
a.
approve
Yeah, then, yeah. So we had a motion and a second to approve the original request. All in favor? Aye. Okay.
That's all I have.
All right, thank you. I need a motion to request a resolution to approve the Volunteer Firefighters Dependent Fund Certificate of Annual Elections of Board Members, which consists of Chuck Hillier, Michael Patriarca, Mike Schaaf, Nick Rebar, and Frank Huffman.
So moved.
Second. All in favor? Oh,
Discussion?
yes.
Does it matter my name is spelled incorrectly? I didn't do it. Does it matter? If it doesn't matter, okay, fine.
No.
All in favor?
We- Yes, we had a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. I need a motion to request a resolution appointing Gabe Cicconetti as the chairman of the Board of Trustees for 2022.
So moved.
Second, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Need a motion to request a resolution appointing Chuck Hillier as vice chairman of the Board of Trustees for 2022.
So moved.
Second, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Need a motion to request a resolution appointing Josh Pennock as fiscal officer pro tempore for 2022.
So moved.
Second, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. I need a motion to request a resolution approving township holidays for 2022.
So moved.
Second, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. I need a motion to request a resolution approving payment in the amount of $5,795 to Ozinga for a air conditioner unit. This will be reimbursed by a NOPEC grant.
So moved.
Second, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. I need a motion to request a resolution approving payment to Kenworth of Richfield in the amount of $3,111 for electrical repairs on truck number 10.
So moved.
Second, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. I need a motion to request a resolution to approve the purchase of a GapVax trailer-mounted sewer jet with camera nozzle and tablet from MTech for the price of $79,300 with funds from the ARP grant.
So moved.
Second, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. I need a motion to request a resolution to hire Sean Ashay as a full-time zoning inspector. Sean Ashay will be paid an hourly rate of $20 per hour. Employment will begin on January 4th, 2022.
So moved.
Second, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Trustees, anything else?
Want to wish everybody a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
Yes, Merry Christmas, everyone.
All right, and I would ask for a motion to adjourn at 11:20 a.m.
So moved.
Second, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you, Sean. Appreciate your help.
Before Thanksgiving, he was working, I was working with him at 25 growing up.